Hi, Clint Coons here with Anderson Business Advisors, and in this segment we're going to discuss how to insure your property. That is, if you're using LLCs, land trusts, corporations, how do you set up the policy to make sure that your property is insured? Well, here's what you need to know. If I have a property set up in an LLC here, here's my LLC, and I've got my property inside of it, then once that property's been transferred into that LLC, you need to change your policy. Well, the problem you're going to run into is if you're working, let's say, a State Farm, you have to make sure that your State Farm agent, when you call them up, offers what is referred to as a DP3 policy. This is a policy that is specifically provided for individuals who rent real estate. Okay, it's a DP3 policy. It's for rental real estate, especially with LLCs or business entities. Now, many insurance companies do not offer this policy. And so that's the problem real estate investors often run into. They're trying to acquire insurance on their real estate. They need to change the insurance because they're no longer the owner, but they can't get a policy once that house is in an LLC. So you want to make sure you're working with someone that offers DP3 policies. Now, once you found that, I can give you an example, a recommendation. I know this company, National Real Estate Insurance Group. National Real Estate Insurance Group. They have a product called an REI Guard. You should look into them. They work with real estate investors all throughout the country that have LLCs, land trust corporations, and they can give you some recommendations and policies that will fit. I've seen them do some things that typical insurance guys, your local guy, could never put together for you because they're just not built that way. They don't understand real estate investors and how it works with entities. Okay, so you get your policy. When you go to obtain your policy, what you're going to want to do is make sure you have the LLC listed as the named insured. All right, that's important. Your LLC is the named insured under the policy. Now, if you're the property manager or the manager of this LLC, you should list yourself as the additional insured under your policy. So you're being down here under additional. Insured is you. So your LLC is the named insured. You're going to be the additional insured. Now, if you're using a land trust that's held by an LLC, so maybe your structure looks something like this. You don't have the property directly in the LLC, but instead you've got a land trust set up here. It's my land trust owning the real estate. And then that land trust is held by this limited liability company. Well, in that case, what you're going to do is have the named insured listed as the land trust, and then list the LLC as the additional insured. And if they allow you to appoint yourself as an additional insured as well, make sure you're also listed as an additional insured. And this has to do with casualty loss as well as liability with regards to slips and falls, things like that on the property. It's really important that you have the liability protection as the additional insured, but the casualty loss is going to the named insured, which is the actual entity. So look into this group here, National Real Estate Insurance Group, their REI Guard policy. One of the things that they can also do that I've found in working with real estate investors is that if you have multiple LLCs, like this, they can put together some policies that can umbrella everything for you across multiple LLCs. And there's really no reason why your local insurer couldn't do it. It's just they have policies that prevent them from putting these into place, and it makes it more difficult to find insurance if you're not working with someone who is experienced in working with real estate investors. Hope that helped you out. My name is Clint Coons with Anderson Business Advisors.